One shot. Let's begin. The Exorcist by Umezz Kazoo. Or by Kazuo Umezu. Translated upload by Caterpillar and Zybaton 80. Oh man. The Exorcist Umezz Kazu and by Kazuo Umezu. I have a sneaking suspicion they're the same person. Let's begin, everybody. Let's see how this goes. A demon has taken up residence in the body of a beautiful young girl. Everything about the terrifying film The Exorcist, now the talk of the world, presented in shocking color. Composition Kuzuo Umezu, cooperation with Warner Bros. And Nichibei Tushima. An innocent 12-year-old girl, Reagan spent her days living happily with her mother. Her mother saw Reagan playing with a Ouija board. Suddenly, the planchette began to move on its own, but no one paid it any attention. That night, an eerie breathing sound could be heard from upstairs, but there was no one anywhere. Reagan was sleeping peacefully. Only the terrible cold and the fact that the window had somehow opened felt ominous to her mother. A few days later, a terrible scream came from Reagan's room. Oh gosh, okay. Yeah. The bed was shaking terribly, as if trying to throw Reagan off. It was such a tremendous force that even when her mother tried to stop it, he couldn't. Reagan was tormented by something invisible, and little by little her appearance changed into something ghastly. Stop! They consulted doctors, but no abnormalities could be found. Without anyone understanding why, Reagan's voice became like that of a man, and even her facial expression changed as she began to say violent and abusive things. Because of acts so terrifying, no one could, because of acts so terrifying, that one could hardly believe them possible for a young girl. They had no choice but to tie her to the bed. Reagan had become possessed by a demon. Reagan, having become possessed, spewed vomit from her mouth and sprayed it at people. Boo, boo. Furniture went on the attack as if it were alive. She twisted her head all the way around and sneered mockingly. However, the words "help me" appeared on Reagan's stomach. Inside her body, which had been taken over by a demon, Reagan herself was crying out for help. They called in a priest and decided to have him perform an exorcism to drive out the demon. The demon groaned in agony and writhed about. At that moment, Reagan's body began to rise into the air. At last, the demon was defeated due to the priest's prayer. It finally revealed its true form. Reagan, as if everything that had happened before had been a lie, returned to being a cute, ordinary girl. But the priest also died. The priest's assistant also died a mysterious death. But has the demon really been defeated? Or perhaps, look, might even be a demon right beside you. The Exorcist. The end. This film opens nationwide on July 13th. A couple months before that. Gosh. I thought this was cool. My one of my sisters is very afraid of The Exorcist. It's like her. If you ever want to be mean to her or something, you scare her with this or send her something Exorcist themed with the demons and the whatnot. Especially this girl here. Um, this is a unique advertisement. It's I appreciate this because it looks like they probably got a few promotional screenshots from from the company. Like we got this one, then we got this one, this one, this one, and then maybe like a still of this. Which, to be fair, these are quite terrifying in their own right. You mean, look how unsettling this all looks. And then maybe they were given just a description of what happened, and then this small image here, and then they changed the colors of everything because it leaves just enough detail. Like, okay, what's going on? This is scary. This is crazy. And it's really clever marketing in the fact that it's just an animated version of it, or like animated isn't the right word. It's not moving, but it's a comicized. What's the is there a word when cartoonized version of it, mangaized version of it? I'm not sure. This is a very it was mangafied, maybe I don't know. But I like the fact that they just basically okay, let's go and promote this in a newspaper. First, it's going to be color, gray. Then let's go and draw our own little examples on it. These descriptions. Because I mean, look, this is all pretty scary, and it's also drawn in a very like Western style. I don't, is this even in the manga? I guess so. Kazuo Umezz. This is really good. This is really good. I like the art. I think it promotes the film well. It's unsettling in the right ways. The color adds to the horror of this because it's like, oh, okay, it's a little bit uncanny at times. It has a little bit of whimsy here or there, but it's just like this will stand out so much, especially in like a black and white magazine. That's like, dang, this is really good. The only thing I haven't seen The Exorcist to be quite honest. So is that the demon? Maybe. But why did they say the priest died? I think they die near. Do they die near the end of the movie? I don't know, but do I want to know? Maybe. But that is a nice shot of the demon at the end. I wonder if this person is doing promotional. Oh gosh, 30 works. Looks like they just do a lot of horror things too. I should probably come back to this guy when we do our horror themed ones. Not a lot of one shots, but at some point I'm gonna run out of horror one shots. So then I need to like figure out how to pivot from there. I gotta say, because I also do horror throughout the year, just super extensively in October. Dang. Yeah, this is good. I quite enjoy this. It's a emotional thing, and the colors are cool, and the colors go well with everything, and I guess in the end, it's fair enough then. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I have anything more to say about that. Because I think the worst part of this is, does this make me want to watch the movie? Not really. But that's not the fault of this manga. It's just that it's been, it's been a long time, and I haven't been incentivized to watch it or been particularly interested. I'm currently I'm very behind in the trend. I'm just watching Game of Thrones now, and I am watching the One Piece live action. I am on episode 3, finished it. I'm gonna keep going through them. I kind of want to take it a little slower, strangely enough. I don't want to rush through it. I'm actually taking notes about my thoughts of it. And then maybe I'll make one big video or big composition or something. But yeah, anyways, thank you all for watching. And with all that being said, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for being born, y'all. Peace out.